Hey everyone, I'm Lacey Jones, and we're here at the Borgata Poker Open with Vanessa Selbst, who's second in chips right now in this tournament with 300 to go. How's the tournament going for you so far?
Oh, it's good. I can't complain. I had a really great day 1A. I was actually down to like 6,000 and then just like got a lucky river and then just proceeded to double up, just chip up, and actually ended up second in chips at the end of day 1A.
Right.
And then today I've just been like kind of grinding a little bit, like got up to 260 and then I lost a big hand, but then I had this one really big hand that sort of catapulted me into the chip lead.
You want to tell us about that hand?
Sure, it's pretty cool. So it's 612 blinds. I actually limp under the gun for 1,200, which I don't usually do, but I have pocket threes, and two people limp behind me, and then the cutoff makes it 3,500. Sorry, and the big blind calls, and I call, and then three more people. So we have 5 ways to the flop. It comes 6-3-2, two clubs, and it checks around, and then it turns to 6, and so I have a full house, and it goes big blind checks. I bet like 7,200. Someone calls. Then the big blind all of a sudden check raises to 20,000. So I'm thinking he's either got like a 6 or he's got like a maybe set of deuces or full house or whatever. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with my hand, obviously. Unless he has quads, I'm probably good. So I make it 55,000. And then to my surprise, the guy that called me originally calls me, and then the other guy overcalls. Wow. So we're already looking at like 180,000 pot, which is like crazy big at this level. The river's a jack, and I bet like 68,000, and they both call me. And I think I talked to them afterwards, and I think one guy, the first guy that called me, had a straight, and the other guy had twos, so he had a worse full house than me. So it was like a dream situation, obviously. So that was like a 400,000 pot, and now I have like 540, and I'm just sort of cruising along.
Now, I've seen you a lot here at Borgata, and you're one of the top pros on the circuit, and we constantly see you coming back to Borgata. Is there something aside from you living in Manhattan that brings you back here?
Well, it's my desire to get even from this place. No, I was joking with my friends. I've never actually left the Borgata with any money in my pocket, so I'm hoping to change that. I played the Winter Open, I think, last year, and I had a big stack on day 2. I think it was chip leader, and then wound up busting before the money. So, I just keep coming back for more punishment, more pain and suffering.
Now, do you find that there's any tricks against playing against East Coast versus West Coast, or does it not matter when you're playing out here?
Yeah, like honestly, I think that the styles are different. Like West Coast, East Coast. Also in Europe, I've been playing a lot recently. Yeah. I think I have a really good handle on the East Coast style, which is maybe like I don't know. It's hard to really describe it, but it's definitely a distinct style. So I like coming back here and playing.
That's fantastic. And you've had a great 2 years actually, like leading up. I mean, maybe the World Series. I don't know how well that went for you, but there's been like part 2 definitely last year.
Yeah.
Does that help you going into tournaments where people know who you are now and playing for stars and like going on? Is there a different style that you've noticed from before and now?
Yeah, I think being well known definitely helps because people are more fearful and they back off a little bit, which is really nice. And they, I think, also like knowing going in, like I know that now that most people knew me before I was a Stars Pro and I was on TV a lot. I think a lot of people, some people knew me, some didn't. So I didn't know if they knew my image, and so I'd have to play a guessing game. But now I just sort of assume that they know who I am, and so I can make my plays like accordingly. And that's really nice to at least have that information.
Definitely. And anything for people watching at home, maybe any tips when they're playing tournaments that they can kind of add to their plays?
I don't know, just play aggressively and watch the chips come into place, I guess.
Well, thanks so much, Vanessa, for talking to us. I know you got to get back to play, and best of luck to you.
Great, thanks so much.